Hey guys, sorry it's been so long. I've been focusing on my creative writing. I've been just trying to commit to it and to put my writing on Twitter, and I have a WordPress account where I'm writing a lot. It's nothing too fancy at the start, but I'm trying to just get my life together, and that's why I haven't posted in a while. But I do have some good news. Bernie Sanders won West Virginia, as people may already know, and that's awesome. Now, next week is the states of Kentucky and Oregon vote, and it's important that Bernie wins at least Oregon, but Kentucky, I just thought Kentucky would go to Hillary Clinton, Oregon would go to Bernie, but Kentucky's a lot closer than I first thought, because there was a poll that was released. I can't think of the name of the site at the top of my head, but it had Hillary up 55 to 45, and I gotta say, wow, that's a lot closer than I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be like a 20 to 30 point gap. And in Oregon, yeah, it says there's a poll where she's up like 15. One poll, ooh, of 400 people. You know, those 400 people, it could have just been those 400 people, because there are thousands, maybe even millions more who might be in favor of Bernie in Oregon. And Oregon tends to vote similarly to Washington, or at least they follow in Washington's direction in how they vote, and how Oregon votes, excuse me. Um, so next week's states are important, because if Bernie can win at least Oregon and maybe even Kentucky, that can give him momentum into the Philadelphia convention about a week from that. About a week after Kentucky and Oregon have voted, and a day before Washington was scheduled to vote on the Republican side, but that doesn't matter. Now in California, the polls haven't really changed much. That's likely because the rallies Bernie's having have been in California have been massive, and it's amazing. I mean, there's literally thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people in California. There's a rally Hillary did in LA, and it lasted for like 30 seconds, and it's on Twitter, and wow, wow, just shut down like that. So Bernie's still got a shot, and I saw screenshots from, I think, Montana, and they didn't look as promising as in as the California screenshots on the same site. Now, maybe there were more people there than we could see in the photos, but there were lots of people, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't as big as California, so that worries me. And in the other 5 states that vote, or at least 4 of them, North Dakota is probably going to go to Bernie because it's a caucus. And South Dakota, it's closed, but I'm thinking it'll go to Hillary, but who knows? Bernie visited, um, I forgot I think he visited a mosque down there in South Dakota. I'm not sure. I'm not citing, so forgive me if I'm wrong. But he went and visited their culture, and he greeted them, and I'm not sure if that'll affect his polling data in South Dakota. I don't know. But yeah, in 5 of those 6 states, he's not polling too well, or not 5. In New Jersey, at least. I'm not sure about New Mexico or Montana, but yeah, New Jersey, he needs to catch up. But yeah, California, out of all the states, is the most important, and if he can dominate there, and of course win Kentucky, or win Oregon at least, and come close to Kentucky at the least, and then go into the convention and likely win, which is likely. Yeah, like I said, it's likely that he could win because he has a better case to make, and he can even prove that a lot of the votes were stolen and get states on his side. Maybe he could even bring the delegate count, Hillary's delegate lead down, and it could be a more fair race. So that's possible. But yeah, for now, there's not much to say. There's just 8 states that haven't voted, and maybe a couple of territories. I think Puerto Rico voted today. I'm not sure what the results for that are. I haven't checked yet, but in a future video, hopefully in a couple of days or so, I'll let you know. But yeah, that's really all there is right now. So, Bernie won West Virginia. That's awesome. And if he can do well enough on Tuesday, he can bring enough momentum into the convention on the 23rd. And then, who knows, on June 7th, he might have enough momentum to actually get the delegates he needs to take the lead, especially in California, because that's the most important state. And thankfully, he's doing well there, but in the other states, he needs to either catch up or at least do well enough. But yeah, if he wins less states but gets more delegates, that's a tough situation, I think. I don't really know. But yeah, hopefully these next few weeks he can do really well and we can get a President Bernie Sanders and not a President Donald Trump. I'm sorry. He's catching up against in general election polls against Hillary Clinton. That scares me. And Hillary should either drop out or the FBI should arrest her, or she should just do something where she's not in the race anymore. If Hillary's in the race, we got President Donald Trump. I mean, if she gets the nomination, we got President Donald Trump at this point. Donald Trump is catching up in the polls. He could take the lead at some point and actually win the nomination. And then Canada will be way more populated than it is now. And I might be one of those guys. Yeah, if we get a President Donald Trump, and I can't move to Canada, I'm honestly going to be terrified. I'm going to be shaking. I'm going to be so scared. I will beg President Obama to do what he can to prevent Donald Trump from doing too much damage, from changing too many laws. Thankfully, the establishment will be against him, and well, the establishment will be finished, I guess, and the Republican Party establishment is done, and likely the Democratic establishment too, but it's scary. You know, if Bernie Sanders doesn't win the Democratic nomination, then it's President Donald Trump, and they just don't see that. The establishment doesn't see that they're done. They need to play fairly if they don't want to risk a third party and make their two-party system last. Like H.A. Goodman says. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Bernie Sanders won West Virginia. Hopefully he can win Oregon and at least come close in Kentucky, do well at the Philadelphia Convention, and win big on June 7th. So we'll just have to wait and find out. But let's get our enthusiasm back. Let's get back to phone banking, canvassing, volunteering, whatever. It's not over. Don't give up. I know New York and the April 26th primaries were tough, except for Rhode Island, which Bernie won. But his wins in Indiana and West Virginia prove he's still got momentum. He's still close enough to Hillary where he can win, or at least take the lead. And he can get the superdelegates to flip if he is able to take the lead. We can do this, guys, especially those in California. If we can't win the other states on June 7th, we need to at least keep it close. Close enough to where Bernie can remain in the lead. So let's do what we can. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. And to all my fellow Bernie Sanders supporters, I say, feel the burn. Thanks.